Hey there, hope everyone's doing good. This is Dax here with QuickDigitalFiles.com. So I wanted to show you a plugin that we developed from over a year, maybe closer to 2 years worth of developing. We used a snippet for a long time that injected the code basically into our website, and we've been constantly changing it and upgrading it and making it better and better, and we finally decided to turn into the plugin. And we just call this plugin the Smart Related Content plugin, and it is indeed for WordPress. I'm going to show you real quick what this does. So here is one of our WordPress websites that we help manage, and we're on this article, and I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to show you exactly what this does. So if you see this row right here, it's adding relevant posts of this website right here. So sometimes you have really long articles. You may not have too many images. You may want to just relevantly add other images in here, and that's exactly what this plugin is doing. Also, not only does it add the image, it also has the title here. And if we click on that, then it automatically opens up in a new tab based upon our settings to this related article for people to check out. So it's really nice to be able to have this, and it'll automatically inject this into all of your blog posts on your website. Now I'm going to go over some of the settings that you're able to control that we have added into this plugin. So typically, a normal blog post is going to be set up using H2s. So an H2 heading would be like this heading, this heading. So this is basically what this is going to operate off of to know where to put it and how often to put it. So right here we have this set up. We want it to show after heading 2, 7, and 11. Okay. So those are the settings that you can go off of. And there's also products basically. So if you have any blog post that you have tagged as a product, we can have these set up different. So this is only going to do our product blog post, which again was a post and it's tagged with the word products, Products. That's how this one's going to operate. Let me see if I can find one of those for you here. Um, so right here, this would be a products one. And you can also set this up to look different, like if you just want it one by one instead of, all three in a row. And like this one, this is just showing from all blog posts. As you can see, this one is very product driven, okay? So you also have a few other settings you're able to change if you want. We want to enforce minimum spacing from other images, and you can put how many. So this will check both before and after the proposed row. So if there is an image, say if there was an image right after this sentence right here, it's going to skip and not put these here. So that way you're not having tons of images just stacked like crazy. So that's a good little setting you can have. It's going to make sure there's at least 30 words before it shows this related product row. Here's two other settings you also do. Do not inject product rows into product tag posts. So like I said, if you have any, this is kind of how I have it set up on my website. My specific posts that are more affiliate, more geared towards a product, I tag those in products as a tag on the post. And I don't want basically other products showing inside of a blog post about a product because that kind of gets a misleading showing different products when I'm already trying to kind of focus on one. So you can have that on or off, depends. Again, if you're not even going to worry about using blog posts that are tagged with products, you don't even have to worry about that. This is your main setting here though. You just pick which headings. I mean, you could make it show after 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on, however many headings. Now, if you don't have a heading 11, obviously, it's just not going to show. But these are just kind of covering your bases based upon, the longest blog post you might have on your website. We can move on over to the content sources now. This is the product tag slug. So like I said, we use products, but you can change that. Those are specifically for product blog posts. Okay. The relationship it goes off of, you can change this shared category and tag, just shared category. Kind of depends on how you have your website set up. Then you can have it fall back to broader results when there are none related, which you're able to go through these and also select those. Of course, once you're done, you can save. And I do have this plugin basically pretty well out of the box set up toward my favorite settings, but of course, change them however you want. Now, article cards that are brought from the query. 3, product cards, 3. How many columns do you want on desktop? As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3 columns. You're welcome to, change that. Like if we wanted to go to just, let's say we'll change that to 1, just for the sake of this video here. Let me open up another blog post. Scroll down and show you one. And if I can find one here. I guess this is a product blog post, so it's not going to. I have that turned off on there. Let me find just a normal content. Should be just showing one. So right here, so see, they're way bigger. It's showing 3, but we're only using 1 column, okay? That's why I like that to be set to 3. Now, you can also change that on tablets. You can have that changed on mobile. How many do you want total, okay? Then you can change your breakpoint size as a one, kind of how it varies between tablet, mobile, so on and so forth. When you're done with that, you can save it. Then we have a style. So first off, we have our padding. I have mine set to 55 above and 45 below. That is, let me go back to another post. So we have that settings back. Oops, may not have saved that there. Make sure I saved it. 333. Must be a cache one. Anyway, I have that cache plugin on. Sometimes it caches certain pages, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, here we are. So we're back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of these because we're done looking at those. And of course, the tab I always want's right behind my screen record button, which you can't see, and it doesn't like to let me move it. So I'm going to do this. And back to our style. So this is the amount of padding, again, that is above and below this row where these products show. So sometimes you might end up with them too crammed, with just doing basic coding. So I ended up adding this setting to where you are able to change the padding. You can also add a divider above and below if you want and change the divider color. You can control what you want the images to look like. I like it to be same size boxes to show the whole image. You can also make it to where all the images are the same size, so it's going to crop them. You can change the title hover. You can change, so many different settings here, the heading size, so on and so forth. The last one is our advanced. So we want it to show the featured images. We want it to show the post titles, which would be both these. Here's our featured image. Here's our post title. We want it to lazy load the images. When they're clicked, do we want it to open in a new tab? I like it like that, yes, but you can also change it. What post types would you want it to work on? Post, page, media, so on and so forth. And then any custom CSS that you would like to add. And again, save when you're done. So yeah, again, that's how this plugin works. It's pretty simple, works straight out of the box. To get you going, showing these nice on here. You might have to tweak some of your settings to get your sizing right and things like that. Anytime I update the plugin, we will automatically replace the old file on our website, quickdigitalfiles.com, which is where you can get this. And I'll add the link in the description of this video if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on our website right now, quickdigitalfiles.com. Thanks for stopping by and checking this out. Hopefully this video is able to answer all your questions on what this does. And hopefully this video helps you and will give you something nice to help you increase your engagement and help you get some relevant images and things like that auto-injected into your blog post. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. Bye-bye.